it's Shannon, and today I'll be showing you how I organize my pantry goods in the kitchen. I posted a photo recently on Instagram showing you what I did with my spices and a lot of my condiments and sauces and things like that, and how I just organized everything, because basically in the beginning when I just moved into the house about 2 months ago, honestly, when you remove things from boxes, you just like shove them in all the cupboards and whatever fits. It was just like that. It was just like, okay, I'm just gonna put them in and then deal with it later. So that's what I did, but obviously during quarantine, I was at home a lot and then decided that, you know what, it's time to really organize things. Basically, I purchased these spice jars from Dollarama, and they're really cheap. These ones were $1.25 for 3. What I don't like about them is that they're definitely a lot smaller than the typical spice jars that you get at the supermarket. So this is, for example, one that I picked up from Longo's. But what's great is, you know, honestly, they're really decently priced. A glass jar with a plastic lid, and when you open it up, it has an opening like this to let your small spices come through. Can you see? Let you sprinkle your spices and not get too much on, but you can actually remove the lid, and then if you have like large items such as bay leaves or whatever, then you can just shove them in like that, and then when you open the lid you can just have it like that. Alrighty, so I have these that I just cleaned. I have basil leaves and the oregano that I haven't put into the spice jars yet, so that's what I'm gonna do now. Just gonna transfer them over. Ooh. As you see, like, because these are really small, I can't really fit all of them in. Sometimes if you like tap it, it'll sort of sink in, and then you get a little bit more space. Oh, got everything in. This spice I got from Italy. These are the label stickers that my husband printed out. And if you guys stick around to the very end of the video, I will have a quick tutorial on how to make these stickers, and I'll also have a template for you guys. Here's a jar of rosemary that I already did before, so I'm just gonna put them side by side and just compare so that I know I'm sticking it in the right position, just to get a very uniform look. And we are done. At the top here it says Canis because it's my husband and my initial. Basil leaves down here says all natural, but honestly we just have the Canis and all natural for everything, just so that it looks nicer. Ta-da! This is what it looks like, final look. Although I'm still considering switching these up into these containers so that it's exactly the same, but I do really like these. 2 different colors just because originally I wanted all black, and dollar store ran out of black ones, so I had to get white instead. I don't know how I feel about the different colors, but it still looks okay and a lot more organized than it was before, so I'm pretty happy with it. This is what the spice jar shelf looks like from the side, because it is a DIY. What we did was we went to Home Depot, bought some of this thin wood. I think it's some sort of plywood, I don't remember the name, but we, after doing the measurements of what size would fit in our spice drawer, we went to Home Depot, told them the size, and then they cut it for us, which is great. And then I just used sandpaper and just sanded the sides down. They charge, I believe, like $1 or so per cut after the first 2 free cuts, and it's great because you don't need to have any tools at home. And then we glued these together using wood glue. We added an extra piece of 1/4 round just for extra support, but you don't really need it in my opinion. And then we just hammered 3 nails down for added support. But in my opinion, if you have slightly thicker wood and then you glue it together with wood glue, it's already pretty good. You'll be seeing a ton of these in my video today, so I'm just gonna quickly go over it. This is a pretty cute white shelf divider. It's called the Verriera, if that's how you pronounce it. This is a small size that I have in my hand here, but over in my kitchen you'll see both large and small sizes, mostly the large size. It comes with two legs like this, and you just need to assemble them. It comes with the screws here that you screw on here. Very easy to assemble. This is right beside my stove. So stove is here. If you take a look at it like this, it's definitely not something that you would see on Pinterest, because you see a lot of the original bottles of the sauce still there, and that's what I do like, because I find that with a lot of Asian sauces, they're all dark brown in color, and so it's just hard for me to really know what to pick at when I'm cooking, so I just left them like that. But what I've done to organize it is that the shorter ones with smaller containers are at the front, and then the larger ones at the back, or the ones that I use more often at the front. Over here I use the IKEA divider so that I get 2 layers of storage, and then the ones at top here are the glass jars that I've either purchased from IKEA or the dollar store, or like this one's from Canadian Tire. And they're all labeled. I do like that they're in different colors and different shapes, so that it's just easy for me to recognize what is what in case they look very similar. And then right beside, I have more sauces. These are mostly Italian sauces, and also my canned soups and canned fruit. Up here I have pasta, some of my instant noodles, and at the top is just storage for extra containers and glass jars. I'll show you how I organize my cups. Right beside my microwave, I have this tall cabinet here. All the cups and mugs and bottles are kept here. At the bottom, it's basically mugs that I use most often because I'm tiny and this is what I can reach. And then right above, it's the bottles that I can also reach, by the way. And then right above it, they're mugs that I can sort of reach the front, but not really at the back. So they're ones that I don't use as often. And at the very top, wine glasses and other cute mugs that I don't use pretty much that often. Yeah. I have my dinnerware. Again, using the IKEA dividers to organize them. I used to just put them on top of each other just like this, like everything. And it was just inconvenient because sometimes I would just want, you know, one color of plates, and then I would have to like grab everything from the top, remove it, and then grab the bottom one. So it's just easier for me to grab things like this. I'll go over a little hack. So I keep all my glass containers in the top pull out. So what I actually did was I used the IKEA plate organizer that I recently purchased, and I had an extra one, so I organized the container lids like this, just like plates. So it's easy for me to see them, grab them, because what I used to do is just like stack them up top like this, and then when I need to get the one bottom, I have to remove everything from the top and then pick them up. But this way I can just easily pick at them, and it's so like convenient in my opinion. It doesn't take up that much space, so it's a really good idea. This is how I keep my smaller lids, again with the IKEA plate organizer. This is the Avery sticker that we use to create our spice jar labels. It's from the brand Avery. It's a white square label that's 2x2. This is 22806. So I will provide in the description box a template that we made using pretty much the template that you can download from the Avery website, but we added some stuff in that is specific to our spice label, so you can use that. But just remember that you need to use this brand sticker in 22806, and then you have to use Photoshop to create it. I'll show you quickly how to make the labels. First of all, you go to avery.ca. Remember I showed you that there's a number code at the top. Enter. And then you'll go here and you'll see everything, and then you click on downloadable templates, and then you'll see the exact template for that sticker that you have. Click into it, start designing. At the bottom here, you get to download the template format that you want. So there's all sorts of formats. There's Word, Photoshop, whatever. This is the Word document, so it looks like this. And you get to go in and edit and type in whatever you'd like. We like to use Photoshop more. Like, pull it up. Yeah, so it looks like this. But when you pull it up on Photoshop and you print it, I don't know, at least for us, it actually prints with this border here. So if you know how to use Photoshop, you can obviously just remove the borders and then DIY your label and then print it out. But if you don't, then you can just use the template that we provided for you in the description box. You click into it and it already has some basic spice label. Once you download it, this is the template that we have for you. You can go in and edit the font and everything that you like and customize it to your preference.